Hello there, collectors, and welcome to the Kaiju Review. Today we're taking a special look at the new 6-inch Playmates Godzilla vs. Kong toys. So, I found these at Walmart. They should be shipping to most Walmarts across the US this week. So, give that a look. So first, let's start with Godzilla. So this is the Godzilla with radio tower, as you can see. And he comes with a special little radio tower. So let's get him right out of the box. I've already cut the special restraint. Alright, so here he is. Kind of like the Jurassic Park toys, he has missing flesh. I don't think that would necessarily happen in the movie, but you never know. So let's get his tail out. Let's move him over here. Let's take his tail out. Here's the tail. The tail pops on like so. Just use a little bit of force. And there we go. So here is Godzilla. Now let's get the radio tower out. Hold on just a second. Alright, let's move the box aside. So here he is with his radio tower. I don't know exactly what this is for, but here's a better look at it. It has some fairly okay paint apps. Not the best, but it's a $10 toy. Here is his chest piece. Goes on there like that. It doesn't really fit quite right, but that's okay. It's whatever. Okay, there we go. So here's Godzilla. And then for the back of the box, it says, harness the awesome power of Godzilla's thunderous roar and devastating tail swipe as the king of the monsters battles... as the king of the monsters battles Kong to settle an ancient rivalry. Alright, so let's look at the next figure, which is Kong. So here's Kong right here. Let's get him out of his prison. Here's a closer look at his face. Alright, so there's his face. He also has some scarring right there. And let's get his accessories out. So for Kong, he comes with the piece of flesh, as well as an axe. So give me a second to get these out. All right. So let's not cut ourselves. Man, these are packed well. Okay. Okay, so here is the axe that everybody has been talking about. It does, in my opinion, appear to be a Godzilla spine, which is really cool, in my opinion. So let's put that in his hand. Doesn't really fit in his hand very well, but that's whatever. Let's go like this. Alright, let's put it in his hand. Alright, so there he is with his axe. He's got the missing skin. Let's take that out. Alright, so now that we have gotten Godzilla and Kong out, let's put this here. Let's put this piece on. And just like Godzilla's, it doesn't really fit quite well. That's okay. There we go. It's a tight fit, but all right. So there is Godzilla and Kong right there. Here's his axe, chopping Godzilla. All right. So now let's take a look at the other one I picked up, which is the Skullcrawler. So let's put these guys aside. So that is the Skullcrawler right here. Here he is. Let's move the camera back a little bit. There you go. All right, now here's the Skullcrawler out of the box. Some pretty decent articulation in my opinion. Here's the head. I don't know why the back is painted red, because the ones in Kong Skull Island didn't have any red markings whatsoever, but it's still cool in my opinion. Maybe this is like the next alpha Skullcrawler, who knows? I just think this is really cool. And then he also does need a tail attachment. So let's just put this on there like this. There we go. There is his tail. It's actually a pretty long figure if you have the tail attached. And then let's take a look at his accessories. All right, so for his accessories, he has some pretty cool ones in my opinion. He has a, I'll just show you in a second. Let me get it out of the box. Take it out, come on. All right. So for the first accessory, it's this little hovercraft, it says. So it's called a HEAV, which is interesting. There's some nice detailing there. It doesn't really have any paint whatsoever. All right, so that is that. We'll put that over here. Here's the Skullcrawler down here. Right there. Let's get the final accessory out. And for the final accessory, it is a back piece cover for the Skullcrawler's back. So you can have, I guess, you can have Kong ripping the Skullcrawler's skin off. Fits pretty nicely. There we go. All right, so here they all are together. Skullcrawler. So these are the ones that are out so far, to my knowledge. These are found at Walmart for about $9.85. So if you're interested, I would try checking your local Walmart. Now, let's talk a little bit about articulation. So let's start with the Skullcrawler. So we can bend the arms this way. We have I believe this is called a pivot. We have a small ball joint here, and then a shoulder joint, which can turn this way. And then same on the other arm right here. The tail doesn't move except for you can spin it around this way. And then the accessory piece comes off. The jaw doesn't really move. Oh, never mind, the jaw does move. The jaw can open really, really wide, as you can see there. Really, really wide. And then the elbows turn. And then for Kong, he definitely has the most articulation. We have shoulder movement, elbow movement, fist movement. Here, let's see if I can turn this. Actually, no, it's a little tight, so it does want to move, but you might want to heat it up a little bit. And then same on the other arm, obviously. No waist movement, upper leg movement, knee movement, no feet movement. Same on the other leg. And then finally, Godzilla. He has just arm movement, no elbow movement. Somewhat, I guess you could say this is some okay tail movement. This moves back and forth and can turn side to side, go up and down a little bit. And then his legs go back and forth, but they can't move too high. It does sound like it might break if I do that. Same with the other leg, and that is about it. So let's take a look at Kong and the Skullcrawlers box real quick. So for the Skullcrawler, it says, the most dangerous super species on Skull Island, the ferocious Skullcrawler attacks with razor-sharp claws and a whiplash, tail to dominate opponents in battle. Okay, so that's very cool. Very, very cool. Now let's take a quick look at the box description for Kong. For Kong, it says, feel the mighty strength of Kong and as he enters the ultimate battle royale against Godzilla with bone-crushing primal strength and a legendary new weapon fit for a king. Alright, so that's really cool as well. And lastly, but not least, let's take a look at the other items available. So there is a Godzilla with a heat ray available or coming soon. There's a Kong with a fighter jet. And there is this new Titan, which is called the Warbat with an Osprey. So that's very cool. So keep an eye out for those at your local Walmart. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been the Kaiju Review. Happy Cyber Kaiju weekend, and have a nice day. Everybody stay safe. Thank you.